join class. Okay, so on this occasion, online join class between Telkom University and University Teknologi Mara Malaysia. We're going to discuss a lot about advertising design for session 1. So there will be also session 2. Okay, now we are here with two excellent speakers, Ms. Sri Maharani Budi, Master in Advertising from Telkom University, and Mr. Muhammad Syahril bin Rashid from UiTM for University Teknologi Mara Malaysia. Today, let's give our full attention to the topic on advertising design. That is going to be explained by Ms. Sri or Ms. Maharani and Mr. Syahril. My name is Astri Hidawati from the International Office of Telkom University, and I will be the chairperson of our OJC today.
Okay, Bu Astri.
Let us extend our deepest gratitude and also appreciation.
It's a little bit
Yes,
agak
I'm
sedikit
sorry,
delay, Bu
Miss.
Astri.
Yeah, my internet.
Koneksi Bu
My
Astri agak
internet
sedikit
connection is
agak
unstable
nge-lag
here.
ya.
Yeah.
Gimana?
Okay, how about now? Hello, Miss.
Suaranya oke, Bu Astri, tapi gambarnya agak nge-lag sedikit, tapi oke lah ya. Jadi kita rely on voice
Okay.
dulu dari saudara audionya.
All right then. So I'd like to send also the warmest greeting to all students from Telkom University, all students from University Teknologi Mara or UiTM, Malaysia, and also all beloved students coming to this online join class for advertising design. So during the class, I hope all students can turn on the video of Zoom. Okay, on this OJC day, there will be also forum of question and answer so that students may leave questions in the chat box of Zoom, or you can also turn your microphone on to directly ask the distinguished speakers today, Ms. Maharani and Mr. Syahril. And at the end of this OJC advertising design session 1, there will be also the photo session and closing one. So for the photo session, please turn on your camera to have the photo session. We also need to remind you all to mute your Zoom while you are listening to the presentation. And at the end of this meeting, remember also to share your thoughts by filling out the feedback for this online join class by clicking the feedback link later that will be shared through this Zoom. So, all right, everyone, we are about to listen to Ms. Maharani as the first speaker to explain the material on advertising design. So, without further ado, let's listen carefully to Ms. Maharani's explanation. Okay, let's proceed, Ms. Maharani.
Thank you, Bu Astri, and then good morning, everyone, especially for Syahril. I really appreciate that to attending this class with a very expert speaker from UiTM, and then also mungkin nanti saya akan mixing language ya. Jadi teman-teman, saya pikir kita bahasanya sama kok. Jadi I will a little bit mixing with any like a words, the advertising term or something like that. So jadi mungkin ini akan agak sedikit membutuhkan, it required concentration. Jadi teman-teman, saya harap bisa fokus dalam sesi kali ini. Saya izin untuk sharing PPT saya, Bu ya, Bu Astri.
Yes, Miss, please.
Okay. Is it already visible for the participant?
Yes, on my screen, yes.
Okay.
Can see
Nice.
it.
Oke, tidak berlama-lama, teman-teman. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Maharani Budi, and well known in DKV Telkom University as an advertising lecturer. So I'm the one of people who, it's not. I don't want to say that lecturer is to lecture you, but I pretend to be a supervisor that help and assistant the student to learn about advertising, and then Wait, oke, masih kedengaran Bu Astri tadi
Yeah,
agak
yeah, yeah.
ya.
Yes,
Oke.
yes.
Jadi kebetulan sekarang saya juga saya diberi amanah untuk menjadi koordinator advertising. Jadi teman-teman saya membutuhkan banyak sekali feedback, especially to organize and then to define advertising thinking. Jadi teman-teman ini itu really challenging, like what I asked Pak Syahril ya di awal diskusi, bahwa advertising itu ketika ditempatkan dalam lingkungan DKV sendiri itu cukup menantang, karena di sini ada sebuah syarat yang lebih kompleks. Bagaimana sebuah advertising itu kan sifat a very main character of advertising is persuasive, dan bagaimana kita bisa mengcombine antara sifat utama advertising persuasif ini kepada visual communication. Jadi saya kurang tahu kalau di UiTM apakah advertising dia masuk dalam ruang lingkup DKV, Visual Communication Design, but in Telkom University we are included in the four concentration dalam DKV. Jadi advertising sendiri memang memiliki koridor. Jadi advertising ini saya jadikan sebagai advert thinking, karena saya pikir pertama sebagai seorang designer itu very essential to have design thinking. Dan ketika kita berbicara dalam konteks advertising sendiri, ya bagaimana design thinking ini kita bawa ke ranah advertising. Oke, teman-teman, you can see one of the special case from Indonesia. Kita nonton sedikit ya. Jadi kalau misalnya Pak Saril izin, dalam lecture saya sering mempertontonkan iklan. Jadi kami sering menayangkan iklan kembali kepada teman-teman. Mungkin bisa disimak ya, mudah-mudahan tidak ada gangguan.
Masuk angin.
Masuk angin.
Masuk angin.
Masuk angin. Jadi tidak ada namanya diagnosa masuk angin. Di sisi medis disebut common cold.
Kerokin dong.
Istilah kerokan.
Visit tradisional Indonesia. Bisa kerokan.
Kerokan. It's a traditional massage to cure masuk angin. The problem is that the younger generation has started to leave the tradition. They find kerokan totally uncool, old, oily, and unpractical. But Plaza wanted to change that perception by designing the new product more modern and practical. Plaza wants to keep the tradition alive, and we need to create awareness about it. We contacted one of the biggest TV station to rebrand their live show event in 2022, but they said no, because kerokan is not cool. But wait, they can stop us, but cannot stop the celebrities who use our product on the stage. We hijacked nationwide events by making the first kerokan catwalk celebrities. And people are going crazy about it.
Ya Allah, Gusti. Kerokin lagi ya.
Mungkin ke masyarakat di Indonesia di rumah nih gimana kerokan pakai motor.
They even create their own version of kerokan. 6% market share increase, 9% sales increase. But most importantly, Pulsa has kept the tradition alive, and even more, the brand is now associated with kerokan.
Okay, as you watch the advertising, it's really entertaining ya. Jadi teman-teman, advertising itu, like what I stated, it's a very complex, it's persuasive, it's also entertaining. But actually, the most importantly, it's like what quote by Britt, itu Stuart Henderson Britt ini adalah seorang profesor di bidang marketing. Jadi kata Stuart Britt ini, doing business without advertising is like winking at the girl in the dark where you know what you're doing but nobody else does. Jadi kalau misalnya ada sebuah brand yang tidak tahu bagaimana caranya mengiklankan ya, itu seperti sibuk sendiri bermain dalam sebuah industri yang ini sangat luas ya, apalagi levelnya national or international. Tapi ketika dia tidak menyentuh ranah advertising ini dipastikan hanya dia yang tahu, hanya dia dan Tuhan yang tahu apa yang dilakukan ya dalam industri itu. Oke, teman-teman, advertising design is more likely, I will say there is some terms that is unpopular when you work in the industry field. I mean like for academic purpose, ini kalau misalnya kita bicara dalam konteks advertising akademik, ini akan ada banyak hal yang tidak saya bilang tidak tersampaikan ketika kalian berbicara dalam ranah industri atau praktisnya seperti apa. Karena saya pikir dalam academic advertising ini memang kita harus memahami seluk-beluk advertising dengan bahasa-bahasa yang memang diciptakan sebagai label, dan ini memang menjadi framework untuk cara berpikir kita nantinya. Sementara dalam praktis sendiri mungkin teman-teman akan menjumpai bahwa there is a plenty of people that has no advertising background, but they work in the advertising industry, dan itu memang betul-betul based on practice. Jadi advertising itu adalah sebuah subjek yang memang dia membutuhkan pertama pengalaman kerja. Kenapa kita itu tidak bisa selalu berpatokan pada teori atau misalnya dalam sebuah cara berpikir tertentu, like a thinking framework tertentu, tapi ini benar-benar dynamic, it is really flexible, and then apapun yang kalian lakukan dan apapun yang kalian angkat, ini advertising design ini akan menjadi sebuah kerangka yang saya pikir cukup untuk membekali teman-teman jika kalian ingin bekerja dalam ranah advertising industry nantinya. Nah, kalau misalnya berbicara sebagai academician ya, saya dalam konteks ini memang berbicara sebagai seorang lecturer. Nah, dalam advertising design ini saya membaginya menjadi lima hal, and then because it's related with the final year ya. Jadi buat teman-teman yang hadir biasanya ini sudah di semester akhir. Jadi kalau nggak salah semesternya udah semester 7 ke 8, 6. Jadi biasanya ini udah ada di level terakhir. Nah, ini ada 5 step yang kalian perlu tahu mengenai kerangka berpikir dalam advertising design. Yang pertama adalah introduction. Jadi tidak langsung masuk ke creative brief ya teman-teman ya. It start with the introduction where lays groundwork, jadi holistic understanding-nya dulu. Kita selalu memeriksa apakah mahasiswa kita cukup paham dengan apa yang mereka angkat. Kemudian yang kedua adalah data literature. Jadi teman-teman untuk data literatur sendiri ini dalam dunia praktis sebenarnya tidak digunakan. Jadi jarang sekali ada misalnya ada waktu untuk membahas ini campaign ini based on pakar dari mana gitu. Itu jarang banget. Jadi memang kebanyakan data literatur itu adalah sebenarnya sebagai personal interest, personal equipment. Jadi kalau misalnya semakin banyak baca yang kalian tahu, semakin banyak buku, artikel, report yang kalian pahami, itu akan membentuk kerangka berpikir secara personal. Jadi data literatur ini in academic context it will guiding research. Jadi market trends-nya, reference-nya itu semua akan kita bungkus dalam chapter 2 yaitu data literatur. And then the third itu creative brief, itu mulai membahas mengenai apa yang dibutuhkan oleh brand kita, kemudian bisnis objektifnya, kemudian what they really need gitu. Kalau misalnya klien kan selama ini kalau misalnya bekerja di industri, biasanya klien tuh udah tahu apa yang mereka butuhkan. Jadi datang ke agency, they coming to agency and then they will say that ini yang kita butuhkan untuk kegiatan ke depan. Tapi kadang-kadang juga ada tantangan ketika mungkin desainer, you guys nanti kalau misalnya lulus menjadi seorang desainer, kadang-kadang kita merasa lebih paham daripada klien kita. Tapi it's not easy thing. Itu bukan sesuatu yang gampang untuk memberikan pemahaman bahwa kadang-kadang apa yang dipilih oleh klien kita ini mungkin memiliki alternatif-alternatif yang lebih baik. Jadi di bab ketiga ada creative brief, kemudian nanti chapter 4 itu nanti baru ideation. Jadi teman-teman you are build an idea in chapter 4, and then finally the last step is implementation. Jadi baru kita ngomong how to say in advertising ya. So advertising sekali lagi itu like a 5 academic steps. Nanti kita akan compare ya dari Pak Sahril bagaimana kalau di UiTM apa yang berlaku di sana, apakah sama dengan ya di Telkom University. Nah kemudian untuk di chapter pertama ya kita masuk di chapter pertama tadi. Kita bahas bahwa di chapter pertama ini lebih membangun fondasinya dulu. Jadi teman-teman sekali lagi karena kita di advertising ini ditempatkan dalam prodi visual communication design, so it's really essential to have design thinking during this chapter. Jadi ini adalah landasan pertama ketika kalian ingin memilih objek apa yang ingin saya angkat, masalah apa yang ingin saya resolve di sini, which brand, what is the problem of the brand, is it promotion, is it branding, is it recognition, or anything else. Kemudian kita korelasikan siapa target audiensnya. Is it right to having like a kalau di mahasiswa di Telkom University, most of them like in comfort zone, by taking the Gen Z audience, millennial audience, karena kalian merasa kalian lebih paham dengan kedua generasi ini. Tapi belum tentu itu adalah hal yang tepat. Jadi ini akan kita bongkar dulu seperti like a playing Lego ya, puzzle. Jadi kita bongkar dulu, kita melihat apa yang perlu kita grouping, apa yang perlu kita mapping, siapa kompetitor brand tersebut. What isu fenomena tren tadi kan kalian lihat ya di iklan pertama ada kerokan gitu kan, itu sesuatu yang buat saya ya Indonesia banget. Saya nggak tahu kalau di Malaysia mungkin ada tren-tren yang Malaysia banget gitu. Jadi itu juga kita harus peka dengan segala fenomena, segala isu apa yang lagi berubah, politik, tren, everything around us. Jadi seorang advertiser, seorang desainer yang base-nya advertising ini, mereka betul-betul harus membuka wawasan dan membiarkan diri itu dalam kondisi kita harus kita harus bisa berpikir benar-benar open-minded terhadap sesuatu yang baru, bahkan sesuatu yang mungkin kita sukai atau misalnya mungkin bukan preference kita, tapi kita harus peka terhadap hal-hal seperti ini karena kebutuhan yang harus kita angkat adalah kebutuhan dari klien dan brand kita. So, it will be very useful and powerful to mining the insight. Jadi ini kalau misalnya ada teman-teman yang tidak suka membaca atau tidak suka menonton atau tidak suka ngobrol, itu kadang-kadang insight-nya akan tumpul. Kenapa? Karena untuk mendapatkan insight it's not only untuk membuat sebuah insight itu tidak cukup hanya 1-2 kali percakapan. Jadi untuk menggali sebuah insight yang tepat itu kadang-kadang kita harus keluar dari zona nyaman, and then we going out to find any inspiration, or maybe kita terlibat dalam sebuah kegiatan yang akhirnya membuka insight-insight baru. Kemudian kira-kira sudah ada bayangankah we can predict which media, or itu harus bisa di campaign gitu kan. Jadi semua pertanyaan chapter 1 ini selalu berkisar dalam kenapa, why. So it's not only about what itu seperti sangat di permukaan. Tapi di chapter pertama biasanya lecture, advertising lecture itu akan terus terus akan mewawancarai kalian. Ini kenapa, why gitu. Jadi memang teman-teman di chapter 1 pastikan urusan kalian sudah selesai dengan semua hal-hal ini. Jadi teman-teman bisa lihat ya, saya juga mengambil sebuah sampling dari Pristine. Ini kita mungkin nonton kembali karena saya senang nonton iklan. Mungkin itu adalah hal yang saya harus syukurin karena banyak orang mungkin tidak suka nonton iklan, tapi saya senang banget nonton iklan. Saya ajak teman-teman ya, kita nonton sebentar.
Most iftar food is spicy and oily, which Indonesians love at heart. Thus, they need Pristine 8.6 Plus more than ever during Ramadan. as it's the only water with the highest pH that can maintain our body's pH balance. So, instead of doing the same typical water ads, we did something more delicious. Presenting Tasty Water Ads. We listed most searched foods based on our targeted areas. Then, we made them into a series of tasty ads. The tasty ads show different foods with pristine 8.6 plus as a companion. And to make it more appealing, we put different catchy food names. There's also a CTA to lead people to our microsite. Each was boosted in a suitable area. The tasty ads led people to our microsite where they can join gamification to define their current iftar habits. After that, they can get a discount code to buy our product so they can practice a healthier iftar habit.
Oke, jadi bagi mereka yang masih percaya bahwa iklan itu menyesatkan atau iklan itu terlalu konsumtif, mungkin sekarang perlu mengecek kembali, rechecking what they believe, because all I know that advertising could be used for the positive lifestyle, the positive mindset, the positive changes, and then ini salah satu contoh yang kalian bisa lihat bahwa sebenarnya iklan itu dari dua contoh yang tadi kita angkat, iklan itu sebenarnya bisa kalian manfaatkan untuk mengubah how to think, how to behave, how to respond dari masyarakat itu. Mereka tidak lagi hanya mengenai produk tertentu atau misalnya gaya hidup tertentu, tapi ada sesuatu transformatif dalam masyarakat yang bisa dipengaruhi oleh iklan-iklan dengan memahami kebutuhan dan insight yang terdapat dalam kehidupan kita sehari-hari. So insight itu is not something difficult. It's like it should be not dia bukan sesuatu yang rumit. It should be not expensive. Insight itu adalah sesuatu yang betul-betul lekat dalam kehidupan kita sehingga pristine dia bisa misalnya melihat ya fenomena bahwa kita di Malaysia Indonesia saya pikir sama aja, ketika buka puasa kita senangnya langsung gorengan, oily, minyak apa gitu, semua yang manis yang segala macam, dan kita tahu itu tidak sehat misalnya. Jadi pristine bisa melihat peluang seperti itu karena jika dia mau berkompetisi dengan kompetitor serupa untuk jualan air minum, air mineral, saya pikir akan sulit karena masing-masing dari brand ini kan mereka punya karakteristik ya, and mereka tuh punya sesuatu yang ingin mereka jual. Dalam hal ini, Pristine tahu kalau saya jualan kualitas air minum kayaknya kalah. Jadi saya harus peka terhadap misalnya tadi ada isu-isu tertentu, dan ini Ramadan seperti ini kan tiap tahun terjadi. Jadi ini adalah sebuah peluang yang selalu ada setiap tahun dan mereka bisa memanfaatkan itu. Nah, ini menjawab di bagian chapter 1 tadi. Jadi memang pertama ketika melihat mereka Pristine, Pristine is not only tadi selling a mineral water, drinking water, but apa sih value yang mereka bisa tawarkan kepada konsumernya. Ini semua kita akan bahas dalam chapter 1, tapi sifatnya tidak mutlak. Jadi masih bisa berubah sesuai dengan data-data yang nanti akan bertambah dan kita olah kembali. Nah, di chapter 2, sementara di chapter kedua, tadi kan chapter pertama it's all about design thinking. Di chapter kedua ini ada 3 hal yang bisa kalian manfaatkan to enrich your data resource. Jadi teman-teman, sekali lagi meskipun kalian advertising student, don't forget to read articles, report, and books, and then it available in online platform. Kalian lihat brand yang besar, mereka biasanya terbitkan report, annual report ya, seperti misalnya di Indonesia itu kayak Gojek atau sekarang Goto atau apapun. Di Malaysia mungkin Singapura itu kayak Shopee, itu mereka punya regionalnya masing-masing, mereka terbitkan report, baca itu. Kemudian yang kedua adalah jangan pernah skip ads. Pak Saril, saya ke mahasiswa saya larang mereka untuk having premium subscribe in YouTube. Jadi nggak boleh ya, premium no, Spotify premium please, it's not cool. Jadi kalian sebagai advertising student harus betul-betul melihat apa yang terjadi dalam industri ini. Kalian tadi saya bilang nonton meskipun kalian nggak suka, karena itu akan menambah reference dalam mindset kalian supaya pertama kalian tidak melakukan hal yang sama, kesalahan mungkin yang sama, dan kalian tidak plagiat terhadap misalnya iklan-iklan yang pernah tayang. Kemudian yang ketiga, teman-teman jangan lupa bahwa kalian juga boleh memperoleh referensi itu dari podcast. Jadi tidak terbatas hanya dari artikel. Teman-teman student itu misalnya ada yang memang tidak suka baca buku atau misalnya tidak secara visual mungkin capek ya membaca buku. Kalian boleh dengar podcast dan di podcast itu banyak sekali range dari conversation, talks gitu. Itu boleh kalian jadikan sebagai landasan juga untuk menentukan kira-kira strategi apa yang kira-kira kalian mau pakai dalam desain advertising design kalian. Jadi ini 3 hal karena saya pikir tadi kalau misalnya di industri advertising yang terus berkembang, ini tidak bisa tidak bisa too strict, tidak bisa saklek dalam satu rentang tertentu aja. 5 tahun dalam advertising is too much time. Jadi 5 tahun itu adalah range yang sangat luas. That's why kenapa kita minta teman-teman untuk sebisa mungkin search itu usianya paling lambat tuh 3-2 tahun. Karena sangat dynamic, ini apa yang kita baca 5 tahun lalu, apa yang kita tonton 3 tahun lalu, sekarang sudah berubah kembali. Jadi memang usahakan ini chapter 2 ini adalah asupan, it's a nutrition for your brain, and then ini akan mengasah pola pikir kalian. And then chapter 3, ya, kita udah masuk ini pekerjaan sebagai advertiser yaitu creative brief. Jadi teman-teman dalam chapter 3 ini kalian sudah mulai, tadi kan persiapan dulu, preparing. Jadi chapter 1 itu design thinking-nya, chapter 2 is the data literature, and then chapter 3 kalian akan mulai mengeluarkan semua materi-materi dari klien atau brand yang kalian pengen garap. Jadi di sini ada 2 sampling ya, ada dari Colgate sama Netflix. Ini kalian bisa dapatkan dari Google. Saya juga ambil kok dari sana. And then di sini yang pertama ada beberapa pola-pola yang biasanya umum digunakan dalam creative brief. The project name, company background, project objective, business objective ya. Tujuannya apa tadi? Target audience, competitor, key message, consumer benefit, and what to say, and finally how to say. Jadi ini adalah hal-hal yang merangkum data-data dari klien, dari brand, dari produk. Jadi ini adalah cakupan dari chapter 3 yang akhirnya mulai kelihatan benang merahnya kemana, ya. And then kita ke chapter 4, ini kalau misalnya di kami, di advertising itu, kami akan menamakannya sebagai what to say. Jadi, nah ini it's also requiring the communication skill and competence teman-teman. Jadi di chapter 4 ini ada satu buku yang kami pakai di Prodi. Ini judulnya 100 Ways to Create Great Ad. Jadi ini saya akan rekomendasikan sekali bukunya, tapi memang bukunya ini agak susah didapatkan di marketplace ya. Harganya juga agak mahal, tapi di dalamnya itu intinya dia akan menyajikan 100 cara berkomunikasi dengan bahasa iklan. Jadi teman-teman dalam iklan pun kita harus tidak hanya strong in visual, but also kita punya selera komunikasi, kita punya communication preference yang bagus. Nah, dalam buku ini mereka biasanya sudah merangkum. Jadi ada 100 misalnya ya, bringing the product to life. Jadi mereka punya label, mereka punya istilah untuk satu jenis komunikasi ketika mereka mencoba untuk tadi membuat sebuah icon, sebuah maskot, atau misalnya apapun yang related to the product into the life. Jadi misalnya besok-besok kalian mau pakai ini, nah ini ada landasannya ya, chapter 4, what to say. Jadi nanti di sini itu akan kalian combine dengan client brief. Jadi kalian tahu ini saya apa yang ingin saya sampaikan kepada target audience saya, ini semua dibahas dalam chapter 4. Tapi kadang-kadang karena tadi industri di practice itu sangat freestyle, jadi kita di akademik itu akan kesulitan kalau kita tidak punya panduannya. Jadi untuk academic purpose ini saya pikir salah satu bacaan yang mungkin kalian bisa cari untuk memperkaya nanti, dan ada istilah-istilah yang bisa kalian pakai. Jadi untuk report atau laporan kalian ini boleh kalian gunakan untuk ini ya, semacam packagingnya, what to say-nya ya gitu. Jadi untuk menentukan ketemu insight-nya tadi dari chapter 4 ini semua berkaitan satu sama lain. And then the last chapter itu adalah how to say. How to say for me personally is more likely about integrated media. Jadi tadi udah what to say in chapter 4. In chapter 5 ini kita akan lebih banyak bicara tentang how to say the communication message in the advertising way. Jadi mungkin teman-teman kita menonton dulu lagi ya. Ini the last advertising untuk sesi saya. Coba diperhatikan dulu ya.
People often hesitate before answering calls from an unknown number. They're trying to avoid calls from banks, telemarketers, or worse.
Anak Bapak bermohon kepada kita agar jangan dibawa ke kantor katanya. Nah, tadi yang korban yang ketabrak itu cukup lumayan parah, Pak ya. Nanti hadiahnya saya antarin ya.
They're like wolves in sheep's clothing. Truecaller, the world's trusted caller ID and spam blocking app, is launching in Indonesia, introducing a way to finally know who's calling and avoiding those vicious calls. So we picked some of Indonesia's most recognizable antagonist actors and turned them into spammer, scammer, and stalker in sheep's clothing.
Karena saya bisa jadi siapa saja.
Karena tahu jejak uang kalian.
Saya juga punya metode pemilihan korban yang saintifik.
A campaign that revealed their modus operandi and how dangerous they are. We sent them everywhere, ambushing people whenever the opportunity arose.
Halo.
Anak ibu butuh dana cepat?
Segera angkat.
BPKB-nya.
Di restoran.
And making direct conversations.
Halo. Anak ibu ada di kantor polisi. Kirim uang segera ya.
We brought them to life on social media and had them do their tricks before getting exposed by Truecaller. The conversations went through the roof, resulting in a significant increase in download numbers with high total awareness within 6 weeks of the campaign. In the end, by giving the wolves in sheep's clothing the spotlight, we successfully exposed their true colors.
Oke, jadi chapter 5. Jadi experience dari beberapa semester belakangan ini, I noticed that the students, mostly Gen Z advertising student, itu selalu berpikir bahwa apakah media yang paling tepat itu hanya sosial media, dan kami dengan sangat yakin akan menjawab itu bukan satu-satunya media yang harus Anda pahami, harus kamu gunakan ketika kita membahas tentang chapter 5 or how to say-nya. Jadi social media is only 1% dari semua spektrum media yang ada. Jadi dalam chapter 5 ini kami percaya bahwa iklan itu tidak hanya berhasil dengan satu media saja. It must be integrated with other semua bentuk, semua range, semua jenis media yang memang menurut kalian itu bisa membangun sebuah skenario. Kalau misalnya bahasa Densu kan kemarin apa sih namanya tuh saya lupa istilahnya apa. Tapi ada istilah dari Densu itu mengenai bagaimana how to build a scenario about our consumer, our target audience, dari ketika mereka bangun pagi sampai mereka tidur lagi. Apa yang diakses selama sehari itu? Apakah hanya melihat HP aja, mobile phone aja, atau mereka juga menonton mungkin televisi, atau misalnya mereka keluar lihat out of home media. Jadi teman-teman, ini adalah pengetahuan mengenai media yang harus kalian pahami sebelum mau menentukan media apa. Karena sekali lagi berdasarkan penelitian sekarang sosial media itu bahkan tidak terlalu efektif lagi. Karena kita human is tend to to seek new experiences. Dan di sosial media ya biasanya masih begitu-begitu aja sekarang. Mungkin 10 tahun lalu sosial media can be categorized by new media ya. 10 tahun lalu kalau kita belajar tentang new media, sosial media tidak pernah lepas dari itu. Tapi saya pikir di tahun 2023 sosial media itu bukan new media lagi. Jadi ini adalah sesuatu perspektif yang perlu kita kita perlu periksa kembali apakah betul sosial media itu masih menjadi favorit atau misalnya memang masing-masing media kan memiliki karakteristik ya. Jadi digital media mereka memiliki kelebihan dan kelemahan dan hal inilah yang harus di backup oleh media-media lainnya. Jadi teman-teman chapter 5 ini adalah packaging dari semua advertising design. Pada akhirnya kita bertugas untuk menyampaikan apa yang tadi dibuat konsepnya kepada konsumer kita dengan cara yang semenarik mungkin, sekreatif mungkin, sebaru mungkin. Jadi ini memang sangat menantang. Kembali lagi, ini sangat menantang bagi advertising. Tapi tenang saja, saya pikir advertising 3 tahun, 5 tahun ke belakang ini jauh lebih bagus daripada 10 tahun, 20 tahun yang lalu. Jadi jangan pesimis, tetap optimis, kita bisa menemukan mungkin nanti formula-formula baru dalam membuat iklan-iklan yang rasanya bukan iklan. Jadi balik lagi, karena kita mungkin sudah anti sama iklan, tidak sedikit mahasiswa saya yang mereka udah pasang ad blocker di smartphone mereka, ya it's okay lah, kalian tidak suka. Jadi bikinlah iklan yang rasanya bukan iklan. Jadi iklan yang rasanya mungkin seperti film, iklan yang rasanya seperti komedi or anything that sweet you ya. Dan yang pastinya adalah bisa menyampaikan tadi tujuan dari bisnisnya, dari klien kita, dari si brand itu sendiri. Oke, saya pikir it enough teman-teman ya buat sesi saya. Saya kembalikan ke Bu Astri. Mudah-mudahan apa yang saya sampaikan bisa memberikan sedikit motivasi dan membuat kalian berpikir kembali kira-kira kalian ingin menjadi seorang advertiser seperti apa. Terima kasih Bu Astri, itu dari saya.
Hello, Miss Maharani. Yeah, I'm so sorry because my internet connection is unstable. Right. So thank you very much, Miss Maharani. Okay. So for the knowledge on advertising design, and then we're going to continue to Mr. Shahril explanation. Mr. Shahril, you may begin the presentation.
Oke, terima kasih Ibu Asri dan terima kasih juga di atas perkongsian ilmunya Miss Maharani. Oke, banyak juga yang saya pelajari daripada teman-teman di Indonesia. Jadi kayaknya saya kira perbedaan di antara sistem pembelajaran di Malaysia dan juga Indonesia dia tidak kurang bedanya. Jadinya seperti apa yang telah saya lihat tadi, seperti apa yang telah dipertontonkan tadi oleh Miss Maharani, ini adalah sama seperti apa yang berlaku di sini. Okey, cumanya di sini mungkin akan ada sedikit perkongsian mengenai beberapa ilmu berkenaan dengan advertising itu sendiri yang mana mungkin boleh dijadikan sebagai satu panduan dan juga pedoman untuk pelajar-pelajar sekalian. Jadinya sebelum saya mulakan bicara, di sini saya ada satu persoalan. Pelajar-pelajar yang berada bersama pada sesi ini, adakah mereka pelajar diploma ataupun pelajar daripada kumpulan ijazah? Atau bagaimana ibunya?
Kalau di kami ke bachelor, Pak Syahril. Jadi
Oh,
langsung ke
bachelor.
bachelor. Yes.
Jadi fondasinya sudah ada ya berkenaan
Betul.
dengan advertising. Oke, terima kasih Miss Marani. Oke, jadinya di sini sebelum saya pergi lebih jauh, oke, izinkan saya berkongsi satu pengalaman hidup di mana saya telah uh, diberikan satu ilmu oleh mentor saya, yaitu Pak Hasan Muttalib. Pak Hasan Muttalib ini merupakan he is one of the pioneer in our animation in Malaysia. Jika di Jepangnya kita punya Pak Hayao Miyazaki, ataupun kalau di Indonesianya kita punya Bapak Suyadi sebagai Bapak animator Indonesia. Benar ya? Jadi di Malaysia kita punya Pak Hasan. Jadi Pak Hasan, it happened that I have a very good relationship with Pak Hasan, and then he is one of my mentor, and then frequently we are having some sort of short meeting, and some other time we have some sort of a short discussion, and then he always give me few tips about how you are going to become a good designer, or maybe how you are going to become a good person in life. Okay, so let me share you some sort of the tips that he gave me before this. Okay, how are you going to become a good designer? Or maybe you can apply this one in advertising as well. So, perkara pertama yang perlu dilakukan, if you are going to become a good designer, dia kata, bacalah. Seperti yang Miss Maharani mention sebelum ini, baca. Kerana seperti kita semua sedia maklum, dalam agama Islam sendiri, ayat pertama yang diperturunkan, ikrok, bacalah. Jadi di sini, sebagai seorang designer, kamu sepatutnya mengamalkan budaya membaca supaya kamu cakna ataupun kamu alert. You are going to be alert with your surrounding, to become what we call it as a be caution and then be alert about your surrounding. And because of daripada pembacaan itu sendiri, you will get to know about many things that happen around you. Not just about reading a formal book. No. You can you can read everything. You can read anything that maybe trending in the Twitter or X right now, or maybe you can read everything in the Instagram, look at the Instagram and then look what happened, or maybe you can read everything in the blog, as long as you are going to read. So by reading, you can know what is happening right now around you. So it will reflect your visual library, on how are you going to become a good designer. Because of a good designer, you must have a very good visual library. And then the next thing, number 2, he said that, if you are going to be a good designer, so please watch movies a lot. Because from movies, you get to know about a new culture, you get to know about new technologies, you get to know about new things happen around you. You get to know about, wow, this is the positioning of the new brand or product itself. Or maybe in movies you can see, oh, this is the culture, oh, this is the new thing, this is the new trend that's happening just now. So from movies itself, yes, as a normal human being, you need to rest. You need to have some sort of your me time, some other point. But somehow when you watch movies, there are some sort of things that maybe you can learn from the movie itself. And then in movies also you can see some sort of, we can see part of a neuromarketing that happened in this movie. We can see a product placement in the movie as well. So you can see this is some sort of things that maybe you can do to enhance your visual library. So the things number 3 that you need to do is, please travel a lot. Because when you travel a lot, you can see new things around you, physically, and then you get to know about, let's say it happened that I always suggest my student, if you are not going to afford to go outside Malaysia, so maybe you can go around Malaysia, it's just fine. But somehow when you go to another part from another state, so you get to know about, oh, this is the new culture for me. So that one also is considered as one of the process of how are you going to develop your visual library. And then you get to know them physically, okay? And maybe you get to know about the new things that maybe you are not going to see them before this, or maybe you are not experienced them before this. So that is considered as a new thing for you, okay? And then another part is, number 4 is, he said that this is some part of the most important thing lah. Okay, he said that please be friend with somebody that have a better quality from you. Okay, so what does he mean by that is, he said that the good quality is not mean that he is good in reciting Quran and what's or no. Okay, but the one is considered as one lah. Okay, but somehow if let's say the person A, okay, have a good quality, have a good skills better than you, and then please be friend with him or her. Okay, because you want to learn the quality about his skill in Photoshop, in illustration, or maybe in discussing things, or maybe how he can present well, okay, how he can debate well. Also, these are the things that he meant by the quality, good quality. So from that, you can learn to improve yourself. Okay, so these are the things, okay, maybe it's just a simple tips, but somehow it may reflect your life to become a better person. Okay, so the one is like a few tips that I always remind my student, and sometimes some other point I share with my student. Okay, because of in other hands, okay, if you are going to become a good person, a good designer in your life, so you need to listen about what the maestro or maybe the otai or maybe the sifu said. Okay, so let me share you my screen. Okay, and then after Miss Maharani's presentation, so I can say that the things that happen in Indonesia, okay, from the chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on. Okay, that one is considered as the early phase of what we are going to do with the advertising as well. Okay, and it happened that for our student in Malaysia, okay, the chapter 1, the chapter 2, and some sort of half of chapter 3 has been done during their semester 5. So right now they are in semester 6. So right now when they are in the semester 6, they are more to developing an execution. Okay, but somehow let me explain it to you about a little things about some point of what Miss Maharani mentioned earlier, okay, about the personalization, okay, how it happened, okay, and then after that, maybe we can look at some of the examples, okay. So as we know, advertising today is based on the data-driven, okay. Everything must come with facts, everything must come with, so where did you get the data? Okay, so these are the things that you need to consider. It's not like menunggu bulan jatuh ke riba, or maybe you can see that if you're going to sit in front of your screen and hoping that the idea will come to you without any reference, so it's going to be a doomsday for you lah. Okay, it must be came from data driven. Okay, it must be came from your research. It must be came from a reliable source, okay, to make it a legit for your advertising to be done. Okay, so let's say for today, because of for the chapter 1, chapter 2, and also the chapter 3 has been covered during semester 5. So for this week, we already in 7 for your information. Okay, so right now we are working on the how we are going to develop the content. Okay, so right now is referring to what Miss Maharani presented before. Okay, so right now we are in chapter 4. Okay, what to say. So right now I'm going to talk about something that what we call it as a recommended things that you can do on how to sell. Okay, but somehow, okay, this is not a mandatory, okay, because of there are many references that you can look out there about how are you going to be, how are you going to do a good ad, or maybe how are you going to develop a creative advertising and so on. So this is not mandatory. This is just a recommendation, and the recommendation itself is some other point. It was based on my experience, and it was based on my discussion with the industry as well, and it was based on my certain discussion with my ex-student who already joined the advertising agency and so on. So these are the things that maybe I can recommend it to you when you are going to develop the content, or maybe you are going to develop the idea. What are you going to say? How are you going to say? Okay. So let's talk about before we go further. Okay, so let's talk about this first. Okay, right now when we talk about advertising, okay, advertising is facing the dawn of a new era. Okay, as Miss Maharani mentioned before, okay, it just not happen in Indonesia. Same goes as Malaysia. The students always think about, oh, if I'm going to execute my media, so I'm going to use the social media only. So it's not just that, okay, because advertising is very big. Okay, some other point, you have to think further. Okay, because of some other point, you need to think about how are you going to make the media integrate within each other. Because of some other point, some media, they rely on each other to make it work. Okay, as for example, okay, just now, oh sorry, just now we are talking about the use of application. Right now, maybe in Indonesia, you have McDonald's application, or maybe Indonesia also have a lots of application that reflected to some of the brand that need to rely on their loyal customer. Okay, so if you are going, once you download the application, okay, and then maybe they will ask about what is your gender, what is your name, what is your favorite, and when is your birthday, and so on. Okay, and then for the features and the benefits of that, okay, when you see that, oh, when you are going to download the application, so the apps will give you a birthday treats during your birthday. Okay, that one is considered as part of, part of how we are going to trigger the emotion of the customer, okay, the potential customer. So these are the things happen right now. Okay, when you are downloading the application, so it happened that they will understand your lifestyle by following your algorithm. What are you searching in the internet? Okay, what are you talking about? Because our handphone have their mic, so they will know about what is your interest, what are you discussing today, and the things that happen during your searching, your interest, and so on. So the gadget, this one, okay, right now it's become the most powerful thing to get to know about your lifestyle. Okay, so in creative brief, usually we will study about your demographic. We will study, the advertiser will study about your lifestyle, your psychographic as well. So from that, he will know, oh, actually this person have the intention to buy a certain amount of money today. So how we are going to make him to spend another 1 or 2 ringgit or another 1 or 2 bucks more than today. So they will know, they will recommend you. So this is what we call a personalization. Okay, so right now when we talk about advertising, okay, so the advertising evolved, okay, from what we call it as a printing era and so on. Okay, from the first time a new modern or new era of advertising started when Johannes Gutenberg created a printing machine. So until today, so we can see that the advertising itself evolved. Okay, pengiklanan itu telah berkembang seiring dengan kemajuan teknologi. And by who or by who, as a designer, you need to adapt with this technology. Okay, if you are not ready to adapt with the technology, so there is a concern about maybe you can not following the trend, or maybe you can, yeah, you semua akan ketinggalan sedikit di belakang. So it's recommended for you lah, okay, to try to adapt with what happened right now. We are talking about the AI. Okay, the effect of AI, the artificial intelligence, how it will affect the advertising, how it will affect the design industry, and so on. But somehow you need to adapt because of you need telah tersedia di situ, and you need to go for that and use it in a good way. Okay, by hook or by crook. Okay, right now we are living in a new era that rely on the technology. So we need to adapt with that. So right now, same goes as advertising. Some of the point, it must be relying on the technology itself. So advertising in Forbes 2021, okay, they said advertising has changed and so should you. So this is what happened nowadays. Okay, when Forbes says you should ready for a new things that will come to you, and then you need to be ready. Okay, and then after that, so apa yang kita boleh buat, apa yang kita butuhkan, dan bagaimana untuk kita gunakan apa yang berada di sekitar kita ini untuk menjadikan kita ini sebagai a good advertising designer. Okay, so right now, this is just a recommendation from me lah. Okay, so you can use it if you think that it can be useful in your project, so please use it. It's okay, and then no harm. Okay, and then this is just an idea for developing an idea lah. Okay, this is based on what my observation and also talk with the industry as well. Okay, so first thing that you are going to do is you must sell the transformation. Okay, people don't care much about how great your product is. But somehow, okay, every time when they are going to buy from you, they will ask about this question. If I'm going to spend $1 on this product or services, so actually what can I get? So these are the questions that you need to question yourself. Okay, because of most of the time when people tend to buy your product or people tend to use your service, most of the time they are relying on the emotion, okay, to buy. Okay, they are relying on their emotion to decide either they are going to buy it or not. So when we are saying that people rely on their emotion to make a decision to buy, so obviously they will ask about this question. Okay, what is the benefit of this product to me? Okay, actually, what actually the product can give me? Okay, so these are some of the examples of the question that maybe the audience or the potential customer will ask when they are going to buy something. The bitter truth, sometimes people don't care about your great product or services, but they just want to see, okay, actually what this product can do it for me. And in this part, okay, I will say that Apple know how to do their product placement, how they are going to do their offering, how they are going to do their, or maybe offer their selling point. Okay, so let's take a look about one of the examples, how they sell the transformation. Okay, these are the things that I said about the personalization. Okay, when it comes to an application, okay, the application know what to offer to you. Okay, from day to day, they will give you some sort of the self-notification about, okay, today we got a promotion about this, and tomorrow you will get this. If you are going to buy this today, you will get 30% discount and what's on. This is what we call a personalization in application. And right now, Apple use the same concept, okay, in their phone, how we are going to personalize our phone. Okay, so maybe the idea is already being done by another competitors, but somehow how iPhone do it in a better way, in a good way, to make them believe that if you are going to buy iPhone, so this is actually what you can get. Okay, so that's why most of the time when Apple get to launch their new product, they will concentrate on, okay, for this product, actually what we are going to concentrate on first. They are doing their selling point by phase. They are not going to give you everything in the first phase. Okay, untuk iPhone 15 sebagai contoh, okay, they are going to give you, okay, we are going to sell them a point A. Okay, if let's say maybe for some other point, ini bukan dah pernah ada ke dalam produk sebelum ini, ataupun dalam produk Huawei or maybe Xiaomi ataupun maybe Vivo dan sebagainya. Tetapi bagaimana Apple itu bermain dengan konsep mentransformasikan minda untuk mempercayai bahawasanya Apple merupakan brand yang pertama, jenama yang pertama yang melakukan perkara itu. So, by right, people will see, oh, this is the highlight, the limelight of the product. And then people after that believe that, oh, that one is considered as, oh, the transformation from Apple. Okay, but somehow in this case, maybe we can see when Apple did this, okay, they just want to make people alert about, okay, actually what the product can do to you. Okay, so maybe we can look at another example. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. So sell the transformation, or maybe the result or the outcome. What you'll get if you buy or use our product. Tell them what they feel if they choose your offer. So these are the things that maybe you need to consider when you are going to develop content for your product or your final project, or maybe what are the things that you are going to do with your subject matter for your class. Okay, so show them the result, show them the outcome. Okay, and then after that, actually what you are going to get from our product if you buy or use our product. So these are the things that you need to think about when you are going to do, when you are going to develop, when you are going to propose content for your product. Okay, so next, maybe these are some of the examples of the selling the transformation. Okay, they are directly showing the use of the product, but in a creative way. And then as we can see, okay, these are some of the examples. Okay, this one is from print ad, and then this one is for billboard, and then this one also has a billboard, outdoor ad, and this one is transport. Okay, so we can see that these are the things that may be a simple idea, but somehow they tend, okay, to show actually what you can get when you are going to buy or use our product. Okay, so these are some of the examples. And then maybe for the social media, okay, so these are the things that happen. Okay, these are some of the examples that you can look at. Okay, maybe you can Google it by yourself and then look at the examples. Okay, the Simba hybrid mattress, and then after that, what are the things that maybe you can get if you are buy the product. Okay, and then this is from Ethos. Okay, from the Facebook ad. Okay, the C imbalance that your personal trainer can't. Okay, track muscle effort, muscle fatigue, heart rate, and respiration in all real time. So these are the examples, okay, to show the things that happen for the product itself. Okay, and then this is from the Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, just to show about actually kat mana, di mana kita bisa membelinya dan sebagainya. Okay, so next kita lihat kepada cadangan yang keduanya, have a high empathy. So understand the value of your potential customer. So in order to deliver a good content for your advertising, first thing first, the most important, the most crucial part is knowing your audience first. Okay, you must know who is your audience. Okay, and then after that, you will know how they will respond or react to your product or brand. So humanity's problem resolve around health, wealth, and also the relationship. How? Okay, so as an advertiser, so you should understand certain things that evolve or happen around them. Okay, it's all about dreams, it's all about frustrations, it's all about fears, and also about hopes. So these are the things that creating demand and supply. So all the products recommendation, all the product supply is based on these 4 factors that make the distributors, make the production company, and so on, try to fulfill your demand. Okay, the customer's demand, and then describe their problems and make they think that you have a solution for them, make them believe. Okay, so these are the things that you need to consider. Okay, make them believe that this product or service actually will cater your needs. This product or service will fit their needs. This product or service will give them everything that they want to expect from. Okay, so these are the things, have a high empathy. Okay, and then after that, these are some of the examples. Okay, so the examples number 1 about the dreams. Okay, maybe some of you rely on the healthcare, how to be healthy, and so on. So these are the things that maybe you need to consider. Okay, when you are focusing on how are you going to deliver by using the dreams factor, and the frustration. Okay, as an example from the example number 2. Okay, because life makes wrinkles. So that one's considered as a frustration. Okay, as we are aging, semakin tua, semakin kita mempunyai wrinkles and so on. So kita nggak bisa untuk mengubahnya, itu adalah takdir. Okey, jadinya bagaimana untuk kita membutuhkan solusi untuk perkara itu. Okey, jadinya di sini mungkin kita perlukan sesuatu yang mungkin boleh membantu kita mengurangkan kerutan. Untuk menghilangkan kerutan itu mungkin tidak bisa. Tetapi jika kita butuhkan sesuatu yang mungkin boleh membantu kita untuk mengurangkan kerutan itu sendiri, jadi this is the product. Okay, and then after that untuk contoh di nombor visual 3, okay, be born again, hopes. Okay, this is about a plastic surgeon, a company that provide a clinic that provide a plastic surgeon. Okay, so as you can see, these are some of the visual as we can resembles it with God things and so on. Okay, so when we talk about plastic surgeon and so on, okay, we talk about life. Okay, a new life begins and so on. A new chapter in your life begins and so on. So these are the things that how they present their advertising to make them believe that okay, actually, if you are going to choose our services, so actually what you can get. Okay, be born again, be a new person. So these are the things that maybe you can look at. And then the fear, okay? The fear. So these are some of the examples from the WWF before it's too late, okay? Before it's too late, talk about the effect of the smoking and so on, but somehow they are using the metaphor, okay, to show that the factors of fear is that, okay? So next, okay, not to forget, this is actually the most powerful things when you are going to join the advertising industry. Okay, as advertising, you should know how to storytelling. Okay, believe it or not, this is the most powerful skills in advertising and marketing. It has been around for 30,000 years. Share stories that are relatable to the audience, stories of your clients' transformation, and then share also the stories that change life. Okay, so let's take a look about maybe Miss Marani have a very good examples on the advertisement from Indonesia itself. So I will mix it with some of the point. I will show the international part, and some other point maybe I will show our local product as well. Okay, and then this is one of the most prolific visionary in branding. Okay, Steve Jobs. So he ever said that the most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets up the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation that is to come. Okay, if it happened that you ever watch a Jobs movie that being cast by Michael Fassbender, okay, you will see that the real Steve Jobs actually how he act and react okay, on his surrounding to become a visionary. Okay, in Jobs' film, you can see how how ambitious he is. Okay, to bring Apple to become one of the most iconic brand in the world. If you watch the movies of Jobs, you can see that how persistent he was, okay, to become a good presenter and a good what we call it, trendsetter for a brand in this world. And as you know, okay, late Steve Jobs was already being nominated as one of the most visionary people in the branding world. Okay, so these are the examples from Malaysia, okay, from Petronas. And then as we can see, Petronas is one of the biggest brand in Malaysia. Okay, I think maybe our friend in Indonesia also know this brand. Okay, so actually for the Petronas itself, okay, they stick to the idea when we are going to involve in something with our community. Let's talk about something that dekat di hati consumer. Okay, so these are the corporate ads from Petronas for the Hari Raya. Okay, and we can see from the 2003 examples of TVC, and then move to 2023, the concept of this advertisement actually still maintain the same. Okay, the same idea that they want to bring to the audience, how Petronas should be, how they want to become a good example, a good brand that still attached to the consumer. Okay, so these are the examples. So for your information, these two ads actually won many awards during the Kancil Award. Okay, so these are the example number one.
Bawang berapa kati beli ni? 1 kati, Mak. Ketupat dah berapa siap? 20, Mak. Ayam berapa ekor? 5 ekor, Mak. Daging? Daging. Hati? Limpa? Apalah nak jadi dengan korang ni? Apa jadi? Ekor dulu. Daging lagi kat pasar, Pak Mat?
Entahlah, dah habis. Kalau ada penasih dah.
Apa nak jadi? Ada daging kat sini, Kak? Pasar tenggelam, Dik. Lembu cuma seekor.
Daging ada lagi, Uji? Daging tak ada. Tulang ada. Ni boleh buat sup ni.
Pak Haji.
Daging dah habis nak. Orang tempas seminggu dulu. Yang ni pun orang punya. Melepas. Dah sudah. Cari kedai yang lain.
Nanti pasal mak pening kalau makan kambing. Tak usah. Bawang ni.
Okay, so basically the idea is simple for Hari Raya. Okay, the mother just want to find a meat, a daging untuk Hari Raya because daging is one of the main dishes for Hari Raya. So maybe at the early ads, you can see that the mother is quite frustrated with the contribution from her son. Okay, because of they didn't manage to get daging for Hari Raya, but somehow at the end of the TVC, so you can see that how they managed to get everything, okay, from daging, limpa, hati dan sebagainya for Hari Raya. Okay, so for this ads TVC actually, okay, you can see that there's no such thing as a brand positioning from the Petronas, but somehow, okay, they managed to touch people's heart by using the nostalgic part for Hari Raya. Okay, and then these are the examples how the Petronas, okay, develop their new looks, but by using the same idea to touch people's heart during Hari Raya.
Tak ada lagu lain ke? Balik-balik lagu sama je tiap tahun. Asal gaya je lagu tradisional. Orang dah tak dengar lah lagu tradisional ni. Bukannya aku tak suka lagu tradisional ni. Sebab dari kecil lagi, aku dah diajar dengan genre ni. Bapa aku, Turiman Bento Ien. Orang panggil dia Man Gambus. Sebab masa dia muda, dia pandai buat gambus dan pandai main gambus. Dia ni ada geng tradisional sendiri. Buat persembahan kenduri kahwin dan berbuka puasa. Pasal dia lah aku jatuh cinta dengan muzik. Lepas SPM, aku sambung belajar muzik dekat universiti. Bangga betul dia dengan aku. Satu kampung dia canang. Tapi, bila macam-macam benda aku belajar, tradisional tu bukanlah genre yang aku minat. Muzik yang aku buat, semuanya orang-orang muda suka. Yang radio main, yang dekat dengan hati orang. Betul tak?
Betul.
Wow.
Ni raya nak dekat ni, anak kau tak balik ke?
Kena balik hari ni, kejap lagi sampai lah tu.
Untuk kau. Man, ada anak ikut jalankan kau. Letup kaki tu jadi komposer. Yuman. Apa rahsia kau
Doa. Usaha. Makan tempe.
Tempe? Itulah. Cuba kau tengok Haji Manap. Punya bijak berbisnes. Jual tempe. Beli tanah, buka resort. Sakit.
Kau ni. Aku jotos kau kaya. Bulan-bulan puasa dia mengumpat orang. Mana kau tahu anak Haji Manap tu macam tu?
Kawan tahu lah. Kawan ada Facebook.
Man, malam ni kawan tak dapat ikut. Bini kawan sakit. Kena gaut.
Adik dah balik. Adik, boleh lah Mana ni je.
Adik baru je sampai, Pak. Tiba-tiba nak pergi apa pula.
Apa, Abang? Penat Nadim ni tak habis lagi. Pada minggu dia gantikan secamil tu. Secamil tu pun satu. Dah tahu bini tu ada gaut. Beria sangat nak buat lubang kerang tu, dah kenapa? Sakit kaki semida tu.
Mana kamu tahu bini dia ada gaut?
Satu lah. Ada TikTok.
Ada TikTok.
Pak, adik mana lah reti main akordion tu?
Tak apa. Akordion, bapak main. Mau main gambus. Bila lagi kau nak angkat lagu tradisional tu, Nadik? Asyik lagu moden je kau buat.
Orang kita dah tak dengar lagi lah, Pak.
Siapa kata orang tak nak dengar? Inilah budak-budak sekarang ni. Lagu tradisional kita ni, tinggi adat budayanya, penuh dengan adab. Pernah kau dengar lagu-lagu tradisional dinyanyikan terjerit-jerit? Semuanya dengan lengang-lengguk. Cara nyanyiannya. Lirik-liriknya pun penuh dengan nasihat.
Pak, tinggi mana pun adat dan budayanya tu, lagu tu semua dimainkan waktu raya je. Nadim pun sendiri dah muak lah tiap-tiap tahun dengar lagu sama je.
Sampai ke senja, baru nak letakkan lampu yang bergantung, motor terlepas pecah di tangan.
Dia ni gila. Sekelas dengan aku dulu dekat universiti. Dia ni hebat juga main semua alat muzik. Cello, piano, gitar klasik dan buat lagu. Betul-betul berbakat lah dia ni. Kat universiti dulu, dialah pesaing rapat aku. Semua persembahan besar dia main. Matilah aku. Dia nampak aku main kat majlis buka puasa je. Habis. Ni mesti dia orang gelakkan aku main kat sini.
Sesuai lah dengan muka silap kau. Weh, Nadim,
Giling.
awak okey ke? Kenapa duduk seorang-seorang kat sini? Kita orang sebenarnya tak sangka dapat jumpa awak kat sini.
Kenapa terkejut yang awak boleh main alat tradisional?
Ya ke?
Yelah, bukan senang main tradisional. Saya pun susah nak dapat jiwa tu. Awak boleh ajar saya ke?
Boleh.
Yang nyanyi sambil main akordion tu, mesti bapa awak kan? Mesti dia bangga sangat awak dapat teruskan legasi dia.
Oh, di mana jiwa yang dulu hilang, buta hatinya dengan dunia. Bintang di langit boleh dibilang, resam jiwanya lenyap tak nampak. Renunglah wajah tangisan dalam kesunyian, rintik di dalam sukma, hasrat dicipta berlagu semalam. Kasih yang tiada tandingan, takkan aku tak tahu bebas di kau terbang. Tidak sekali aku merasakan.
Tolong ambil kunci van belakang tangga tu.
Abang ni, kita kan nak pergi beraya jauh. Takkanlah nak naik van tu. Kita naik lah kita kafir, ya?
Awak je lah duduk depan. Saya duduk belakang.
air nampak berombak, lara jiwa terukir di wajah.
Kenapa ada soal sinarti pula?
Terasa tersik jiwa di subahasa.
Aku ni nak kawan yang buat. Nak minta maaf, nak mujuk. Tak sia-sialah kawan buat sentak gitu. Terus dia buat lagu ni.
Oh, pas sentak rupanya.
Tak adalah.
Okay, so these are two examples from Petronas, which is in these two things, in these two TVC, we can see that Petronas is creating their own, what we call it, identity for the Iklan Raya. So every Raya, so every time when ada Hari Raya, okay, so Petronas will try to maintain their concept to present something that resembles Hari Raya. And then the idea is simple, but somehow it will stick to the culture, to the beauty of the culture in Malaysia and so on. So these are the things that happen for Petronas. So they managed to do it year by year because of they believe in the concept of storytelling to get engaged with the audience. So they are presenting the same idea, okay, to engage with the people from the outside. Okay, so these are two things from Petronas, as we can see lah. Okay, from 2003 and until 2023, 20 years later, so the storytelling of this Petronas for Iklan Raya is still maintained by focusing on the idea of delivering the value of Hari Raya, okay, the value of family bonding and so on. So these are the things that maybe you can look around. Okay, so every time when Raya, so people are expecting, okay, actually what Petronas are going to do after that. Okay, what are Petronas trying to deliver after this? So they are believe that Petronas will deliver something that has some sort of the value that relates to their life. Okay, so these are the examples from the Petronas. Okay, and then after that, done. Okay, so after that, after storytelling, so you can create package. Okay, so please don't just sell. It's not about selling your product or services. Maybe you can try it with some sort of the creating an idea for offering a package. Okay, so your package maybe you can offer an urgency for a limited time only. Okay, or maybe the availability, or maybe you can offer them a bonus if you buy one free one, or maybe you can get a money back guarantee. So these are the things actually, okay, it will trigger the emotion of your potential customer. It's either they are going to buy it or not, maybe they will trigger about this package, and then give them something that hard to resist. Okay, make it hard for your potential customer to resist or even say no. Okay, and then create an offer for your product in any that relevant lah. Okay, so maybe for the package itself, okay, we can look at the examples here. Okay, so these are the examples from Malaysia Airline System to compare. Okay, to compare the fares of the flight. Okay, from London. Okay, if you go to Langkawi, so how much it will cost you, and for the Sydney, and then how will it cost you? So this is a comparative ad, but they did it in a creative way, a very creative way, and then just to give some sort of the idea, what we call it as a, they are giving them an idea to choose. Okay, so if you are from London, If you go to Osaka, okay, the fares will be 2,000 plus. And if you go to Kuala Lumpur, the fares only is 1,000 plus. Okay, so means that here we can see that the MAS is actually offering a good things if you are from London. So actually, for the Sydney and so on, Osaka, how much it will cost you, and if you go to Kuala Lumpur, Langkawi, how much it will cost you. Okay, so these are the examples from MAS, okay, Malaysian Airline System. And then some other point, maybe you can look at this offer lah. Okay, this is from The Sun, one of the newspaper. Okay, in this country, same goes as the Star, one of the newspaper, English newspaper in this country. So actually what Shopee did is they are offering something that people can't resist. Okay, just maybe we can see that this is maybe just a reminder, but somehow a good reminder to people to remind about the big sale on 11th November, and also what they can get. Okay, 20% off. Okay, if you spend minimum 23 ringgit, okay, just use the code, okay, the code that have been given in the newspaper as well. Okay, so these are the examples that how we are going, or maybe how we are going to propose an idea to create a package. Okay, so that number 5 is anchoring of price. So your offer needs to be valuable. I believe that before this, okay, I am not a fanboy of Apple actually, but somehow I used to like to use Apple as my examples of branding in my class, because of Apple's there to think beyond what we call it as a vision in marketing and advertising. Okay, so some other point, if let's say 20 years back, if we are talking about the price of a handphone, okay, we kind of imagine that the price of the handphone will increase like today's. Okay, I don't know about Indonesia, but somehow in Malaysia, okay, back then the price of the iPhone itself is around maybe we can say still affordable price lah. Okay, at around 1,000, 1,200. So still it's an affordable price. But from time to time, okay, when they become more ambitious about their product, okay, when they have more offerings about their product, so they tend to set, okay, the price will be like this, and then after that the price will be like this, and then from year to year we can see the increasing of the price of the handphone. And yet what happened, same goes as the other brand, they are following the trend. If they are not following the trend, okay, so means that it must be something wrong with the marketing. Maybe you can do a marketing that, oh, our handphone is much cheaper than iPhone. It's okay, no problem at all. But somehow, if you go for a cheaper option, so actually what you can get, that you can't get from the iPhone and so on. So that's why from time to time, Apple know how to trigger your emotion. Apple know how to trigger your needs. Apple know how to trigger your demand. Okay, so they only just need to supply. Okay, for the iPhone 15, what they are going to focus on. Okay, for the iPhone 15, what we are going to show them. So for the iPhone 15, actually, what they can make people craving for. So just about that. So your offer needs to be valuable. There's no such thing as cheap or expensive. If you give them something to compare to, like I said before, okay, this includes the cost of not taking action or delaying. Like I said, okay, if the other brand are not following the trend that being set up by the iPhone, so obviously they are going to be left behind. Okay, and then the price of your most premium package. Some other point we can see that some people, they tend, or maybe they have the capability to buy your product at a very premium package. So same goes as Apple as well. Okay, the price of iPhone may can get around 6,000, 7,000, yet still people can buy it for those who are affordable. Okay, because they know, okay, in the cluster of buying, okay, they know some people tend to buy this product even at what price, at what cost, okay? And some other point, maybe you have to think about the regular price as well, okay? Because of we need to think about the medium class and so on. So these are the things that maybe you need to consider. Okay. Okay, life is easy on iPhone, and that starts as soon as you turn it on. So that's the offer that they are trying to carry, they are trying to convey. Okay, it's just as simple as that, but somehow in this iPhone, actually what they can get. Okay, so next is, okay, the social proof. Okay, so these are the least that you can do, okay, to sell your product. Okay, show actual proof of the outcome of your product or services. Okay, people are influenced with the results from your past or current clients, and then maybe you can share the testimonial, the case studies, stories of information, and also the reviews. Okay, as I said before in our early discussion, okay, right now the advertising world is dependable on the data. Okay, it's a world of data driven. Okay, everything must come with data, and then after that, how are you going to make the potential audience believe in your product or services? So these are some of the examples that you can do. Okay, or maybe you can refer to, okay, how they are going to do the testimony. Okay, so these are the things that I can get from social media. Okay, so as you can see, how they play around with the copywriting itself and so on. So they just play around with how they are going to present it. Okay, so in this example number one, okay, they use the catchy headline. Okay, this is a complete no-brainer. Okay, for the example number two, in the Instagram, they are using some sort of the influence. Okay, the influencer. Okay, to show them about what is the result if you are going to if you are using our product and so on. So examples number three is from the Sephora. Okay, what they said about Sephora and so on. Okay, so these are the things that maybe you can think of when you are proposing an idea to sell your product. Okay, and then after that, okay, the follow up. Okay, so these are the last recommendation from me. Okay, you can do a follow up, but somehow do it in a proper way without hard selling. Okay, sometimes, okay, your prospect are not ready to purchase your offer now, but don't panic. Okay, maybe the potential audience need more time. It's okay. Don't panic. Okay, but spend time to engage with them. Okay, how are you going to keep the engagement? Okay, you can continue giving them your value. Okay, and some other point, maybe you can interact with them. Okay, and then some other point, maybe you can share your own story. Okay, so continue giving them your value. So these are the examples that I can show you. Okay, so these are some part of the examples. Maybe you can remind people about you are pushing them, okay, to buy, but somehow you just need to remind them what is your offer. Okay, so when you are going to offer them, okay, some other point, maybe sooner or later the potential audience, the potential customer, okay, will trigger to buy something from you. Okay, as for example, for the Instagram ads, okay, Black Friday is here. Okay, so some other point, maybe in Malaysia we are triggered by the numbers. Okay, 25% or a sale on 11 November, sale on 12 November, sale on 1st January, and so on. So they are using this type of approach, okay, to make people alert about their reminder, to make people alert about the ads, to make people alert about their offers. Okay, so these are the things that maybe you can consider on when you are going to propose something to sell. Okay, so in summary, okay, these are just recommendation on how to sell. Okay, in advertising, the main means is always to call a greater attention to product, services, and the causes as well. Okay, ideally, advertising should capture the prospective customer's attention and entice them to use your product or services. Regardless of the method, your advertising should be clear and consistently reflect the unique positioning statement of your business. So that's all from me. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Hopefully it will give you something, some sort of new perspective lah in order to sell something. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Shahril. What a brilliant explanation, I guess, about advertising. Right, so everyone, now it's your turn to share your thoughts, idea, or even questions to our excellent speakers. So for those who want to ask some question, you may press hand and also turn your, mic on. Or you may leave your question in the chat box. Yeah, hello students.
Biasanya masih malu-malu Bu Astrid.
Okay.
They're shy.
If there are no questions, so we're going to have the photo session then. Okay, and for Mr. Shahril, could you please, stop share, Pak Shahril?
Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on, Where is it? Where's the button? Okay.
On the top, on the top of the Zoom.
Okay, hold on. It happened that I'm not used to use Zoom actually. So how to stop it? Hold on.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, it's all good. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry
Yeah,
for
thank
that.
you. It's okay, no worries. All right then, students, let's have a photo session and please turn your video on.
Yuk teman-teman, nyalain dulu kameranya. Kita
Jom,
foto dulu.
mana pelajar-pelajar daripada UiTM, tolong buka kamera.
Ya, pelajar UiTM juga, silakan, dan mahasiswa TELU. Kita foto bersama dulu ya, sebelum kelas ini diakhiri. Oke, silakan open your cam. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to wait for a couple of seconds for you to turn your video on. Probably you're still preparing. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Mana lagi? Come on.
Yuk,
Yeah, come on please.
kita nggak kelar nih kalau nggak on cam ya.
Iya Bu ya. Oke.
Yuk, Chef, Alia, Ananta, Akmal, Faja, Amri. We should mention them one by one.
Okay, let's mention them. Okay, Umi, Hafiz, come on. Aisyah. Okay.
All right, Chef.
That's why we are really waiting for the session on site because it's a very different when we face on the student Zoom and conference and then in the class.
It's because
They will.
the acceptance also maybe it's quite hard for us to, how you call it, to engage them very well, right?
Oke, ini udah yang lain.
So let's start ya for the photo session. So I'm going to count 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay. So yeah, after this one, I'm going to share the feedback link. Sorry, not this one. Wait, hang on. Okay, so yeah, students, please click the feedback link and then complete our information there. And filling out this feedback, is one of the requirements to earn e-certificate. Yeah. All right. So thank you, I think, for Pak Syahril and Bu Maharani. Thank you very much. And then, yeah. So there will be another session for this advertising design, right? Okay, then. All right.
Next week
Yeah,
ya, Bu Astri ya.
yeah, next week. Okay, so I bid you a goodbye. Thank you very much and have a good day, everyone. Thank you, Pak
Okay,
Syahril
thank you so
and
much. Thank you, Ibu
Thank you, Bu
Maharani. Thank
Astri,
you.
Pak
yeah,
Sahril.
thank
Nice
you
to
all
meet
Ibu
you.
Maharani. Terima
If
kasih
you have
ya.
a change, please visit us in Bandung.
Oke, insya Allah.
Oke, makasih ya Rizky ya.
Insya Allah. Oke, terima kasih
Oke,
ya.
thank you everyone.
Yeah, thank you, students, as well. Have a great day.
Thank you, Adam.
Recording stopped.